All right, we got the first offer on your home and it is awesome. And the seller wants to, wait, what? The seller wants to wait? My name is Sean Larson, real estate broker, and let's talk about when that first offer comes in with sellers. And this video is actually for buyers and sellers because it's going to explain some things for buyers maybe they witnessed or maybe that they were a participant in and it was unexplained. Sellers, this is going to kind of give you some advice about that first offer that comes in. So you decided to sell. We went ahead and we priced the home. We pulled comps. We studied, analyzed, determined what the value was. You prepped the house. We got it in MLS, got it on market. At this point, you are thrilled with the position we're at. You would love it if a buyer will show up and offer you a full price for your home. And they do. Or they get really close. They give you an awesome offer. And then you decide to wait. Because here's what happens, and this is the most interesting thing, and most agents will agree that it happens. It is extremely interesting. There is a correlation with speed and the assumption that if one buyer came and offered X amount, that there are a lot of other buyers out there that are willing to pay more. It is the most interesting thing and it is extremely common. What you're going to find though in many times, and this is assuming the first offer is a good solid offer, you didn't get lowballed or anything like that, and also assuming that your home wasn't just overpriced, but assuming everything is balanced, you priced the home correctly and you had a good solid offer, chances are high that that first offer might be your best one. Because that assumption that if one offer came that quickly, say it's day one, you listed the home and that offer came in that day or the next day and it came in quickly, that assumption that there is a line of people waiting to buy your home right behind that person and they are willing to pay more for it is usually incorrect. Now, sure, there'll be more buyers coming along. It's the nature of real estate market. And in a white hot market where, you might have 50 buyers, showing up at your door, multiple offers, that's a different situation. But if we're just talking a regular balanced market, it is usually a false assumption to think that if the first offer came at X amount, that you have a line of people willing to come and pay you more. But it is the most interesting thing, and it is very common. So sellers, when that first offer comes your way, go ahead and give it serious consideration. If it's not to your liking there, go ahead and work the offer. Go ahead and counter it. Come to an agreement on terms of what satisfies you and the buyer. But what I would not suggest is get in the mind frame that there are a lot of other buyers right behind it. So if this one came today, they're probably going to be 5 or 10 more tomorrow. That's usually not the case. You will then go back into a traditional showing schedule and a traditional offer pattern on there. There's not this instant stream of people just because that one came so quickly. Here's another thing that happens. Occasionally you'll find, along with the speed of offer, say you did all the groundwork we just talked about and it's a good fair market offering, you're listing it at a good price, nice balanced market, offer comes in kind of quickly. The seller sometimes will want to hold on that offer or wait or not even respond, not even counter. What do they want to do? They want to raise the price because this is another false assumption that if one offer came quickly, there must be high demand for our property. No. Now, there will be other buyers. Like I said, it's the nature of real estate market. More buyers will come, but it is a false assumption that because that person came quickly, that your home was priced too lowly and you should raise the price. That is an incorrect assumption, but it happens very regularly. A seller will see the speed of that offer and they'll think, wow, we didn't price it high enough for somebody to come that quickly. We should not respond to this one. And sometimes they won't even counter. They won't even counter and offer that buyer a higher price. But nonetheless, there's an assumption there that we should go ahead and list it for more then. And so they do. They want to raise the price. And then that too is a false assumption. Here is why those offers come so quickly. Because as people are looking in the market, they're studying it, they're watching listings come and go online. You have to keep in mind that not everybody is buying starting yesterday and they have to buy today. It's not an instant process. A lot of times buyers have studied the market, weeks, months, sometimes years if they're planning a move ahead of time. So these people have been waiting in the wings. They've studied the market, they've analyzed, they're patient. and they see the homes coming along and yours matches what they're looking for. But because that one person was out there in the wings studying, that does not conclude that there were, or was an endless line of people doing the same thing that are going to match for your house. Okay, now they may do the same thing on other homes, but you can't assume because that one person that was waiting in the wings, maybe they were studying the market for a year and a half, your home came up, matched perfectly, they wanted to jump on it. So they looked, saw, submitted the offer, and they were ready to go. And so, they had a year and a half in the planning. So it wasn't fast. They've been planning all that time. They've looked at X number of homes. They studied the market. But see, you didn't know about that year and a half they've been looking. So you as the seller think it happened like lightning. You think your home hit the market. They jumped on it. So there are a lot more people behind them. Often not the case. And again, you'll have other buyers. It's the nature of real estate. Your buyer will come regardless. You just can't anticipate because one came fast that 20 others are going to come real quickly too and want to pay more. So that is usually a false assumption to the degree that sellers think it is. They either don't want to respond to that offer, they think more and better offers are coming along. And again, this is my disclaimer that you have a good solid offer. If somebody comes in and lowballs you, that's not the case. That's not the scenario I'm talking about. So as you list your home, and if you do get offers in an efficient manner, maybe it's that day, the first few days that you list, whatever it is, your first offer is very often the most solid offer or the most solid lead that you have to work with and try to come to terms on. So that is just advice to sellers. Go ahead and really consider that because we in the real estate market, we see it kind of frequently. Buyers, that might explain a bit to you if you've been on the receiving end of that. Maybe you have submitted offers on homes before and you thought, wow, my offer was perfectly solid. It might have been full price. And either the seller didn't get back to you, they didn't counter, they didn't accept, didn't want to work with you at all. And maybe you saw that home go off the market, or maybe it didn't even delist. Maybe it just, you saw the price increment, automatic update from one of the leading websites comes out and says, hey, this home jumped up X number of dollars. That might be why. An initial offer or an early offer maybe triggered that mindset in the seller and they decided, hey, there is high demand because we got this one offer. We're going to go ahead and raise the price. And you might not have been notified about that. Maybe they never even got back to you. Maybe there was no counter and you were just left out there with no knowledge and you saw that happen. That could explain why you saw that. So that is just some advice on initial offers, pricing. Get in a proper mindset how to process those, not jump to conclusions of what's going to come or what may not come. So my name is Sean Larson, real estate broker. If I can answer questions about anything for you, please reach out and I'll take great care of you. Have a super day.